Thank you very much for staying with us. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. It's always a pleasure to have you join us for yet another fantastic update we are bringing you here on this particular channel. In this video, we are going to look at former Black Stars captain Stephen Tornado Appiah complaining about the preparations the Black Stars of Ghana, in fact the Ghana Football Association, is having towards the African Cup of Nations 2023, which will be played in January 2024. So Black Stars captain Stephen Appiah is not all that happy with the preparations we are having so far towards the tournament, and we'll be talking about that particular story. It's a very important one that the Black Stars captain Stephen Tornado Appiah has raised, and we will question all of the things we have to talk about. Also, the CAF Awards are ongoing. Yes, the CAF Awards. A lot of teams, players, managers are winning awards at the CAF Awards. And like two Ghana Black Stars players, Thomas Partey and Mohammed Kudus, have been named as part of the CAF 11 of the year 2022-2023. Yes, so that is the things. And who won the CAF Player of the Year, the Women's Player of the Year, and several other awards ongoing at the ceremony. We are going to talk to you about all of that in this particular video. Yes, it is a packed video. Also, we will talk about one fantastic midfielder everyone is calling that indeed he should be joining the Black Stars of Ghana for the African Cup of Nations 2024, who plays in Ghana here, Asante Kotoko. I'll share my views and thoughts also on him in this particular video. Do well to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell, and select all. Leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much for staying. Now, the CAF Awards, just like I told you, is currently ongoing, and a lot of players and the managers are winning awards. In fact, the manager of the year goes to no other manager than the only manager to send the first African country to the semi-finals of the FIFA World Cup, which is Morocco in the 2022 World Cup. The manager is Walid Regragui. He won the manager of the year. There is no debate about it. Absolutely no debate. No iota of doubt, because a manager who sends a team to the semi-finals of the World Cup there, if you are even, oh God, he deserves it in excess. That is just the point I want to make over here. Now, the thing is that the player of the year there, he will go to Victor Oshimen. In fact, 3 players were shortlisted. The final 3 were Victor Oshimen, Mohammed Salah, and then Ashraf Hakimi. The other 2 players didn't come. Mohammed Salah and Ashraf Hakimi, they didn't come. Only Victor Oshimen came. So it means that they've given it to Victor Oshimen already. Yes, because of how he performed for Napoli, winning the Scudetto with Napoli, and then winning the Capocannoniere, the top scorer with Napoli. Yes, you know that he is the first African player to win the Capocannoniere with Napoli. Tells you the quality Victor Oshimen has. We have a lot of African strikers who have played in the in the Italian Serie A, the likes of Eto'o and the rest. All of them are top quality players who have played in the Italian Serie A, but only Victor Oshimen was able to win the Capocannoniere, the top scorer, and that's why he win that particular award as the player of the year. The goalkeeper of the year also goes to Yassine Bonu of Morocco. National team of the year obviously goes to Morocco themselves. For the men, the women national team of the year goes to Nigeria, and that is why Asante Oshoala will be the player of the year. The women's player of the year also goes to Asante Oshoala. In fact, they are the only 2. Victor Oshimen and Oshoala are the only 2 African, in fact, 2 Nigerian players who were in the Ballon d'Or shortlist. Okay, they were in the Ballon d'Or shortlist, and that was a very good one for Nigerian football. The Inter-Club Player of the Year goes to Percy Tau of Al Ali. Yes, the club of the year goes to Al Ali. Al Ali, they've won the club of the year. And then 2 Ghanaian players were featured in the CAF Awards. Thomas Partey and Mohammed Kudus were actually part of the CAF 11 of the year. You have the likes of Andrew Nana being the goalkeeper of the side, Ashraf Hakimi, and the rest. A lot of Moroccan players, Victor Oshimen, Thomas Partey, Mohammed Kudus. All of these players were part of the CAF 11 of the year, basically because of how they performed at the World Cup. Yes, the World Cup is one of the determinant factor of this awards. And if you performed well, you know that Kudus Mohammed actually scored 2 goals versus South Korea and did very well in the 3 games we played in the World Cup. And also even after the World Cup, he's been doing very well for West Ham United, for Ajax, and yes, that's why he's part. Same for Thomas Partey for the World Cup, for the Black Stars, as well as Arsenal. He has been doing very, very well. And so these 2 players are part of the CAF 11 of the year, and that's why we say a big congratulations to them. At least type congratulations in the comment section for these 2 Black Stars players who were seen and in fact were captured in the FIFA CAF Awards. Yes, they were not there like personally, but they were there in terms of being represented in the CAF 11. Now let's talk about this main issue. Stephen Appiah is worried about the preparations the Black Stars are having towards the African Cup of Nations. And this is what Stephen Appiah is saying. He says that not knowing where to pitch camp at this point brings a lot of distraction. Former Black Stars captain Stephen Appiah says Black Stars camping uncertainty a distraction. He says that, look, if we want to win the AFCON or do well at the African Cup of Nations, by now we are in December, we should have known where we are going to pitch camp, whether we are going to USA, France, Ivory Coast, or Cameroon, anywhere that we are going to camp before we fly from there to Ivory Coast itself, or before we fly from there to come and play the tournament in Ivory Coast. We should have known that. And up to now, nobody knows where the Black Stars will be camping. And according to the former Black Stars player who did very, very well during his days, in fact, he won the 1995 Under-17 World Cup, and he did very, very well during his days with the Black Stars as a captain. In fact, he was the first captain to qualify us to the World Cup, okay, in 2006. So when Stephen Appiah speaks, he actually is speaking with a lot of experience and a lot of quality in the delivery and everything. You get it? And he says that by now we should know where the Black Stars will be camping, and that is a big problem if we don't know yet. And we should be having the right preparations towards the African Cup of Nations, because if we want to do well at the African Cup of Nations, it starts with our preparations, and that is on point. Because look, when preparation meets what? Opportunity, we say that you have luck. So if you don't prepare, you cannot have luck, or you cannot be getting opportunities or be taking opportunities. Do you get a point? And that's the reason why it's important that we really prepare well. The Black Stars coach, the technical team, the Ghana Football Association, the sports ministry, each and every department or sector around the Black Stars should work very well. To the cup there, we cannot win it. We know that we cannot win it, but at least maybe we can pull a surprise like the Zambians did. Did you get it? Yeah, Zambia in 2012, nobody gave them the chance to win, but they won it. So maybe you can pull a surprise, or you can do very well. At least go to the semi-finals, quarter-finals, and let's enjoy the tournament for some while. Now, a lot of people are saying that this particular Kotoko player, Richmond Lamptey, should be part of the Black Stars. The thing is that now Kotoko for now, can they afford to have him with the Black Stars? Can they afford? Because if he goes for the January tournament now, AFCON, Kotoko will lose him for more than two months. That is January and then February. So can they afford to lose such a player for that number of months? That's the first question. The second question is that, look, if you look at the position of Richmond Lamptey, He's typically a number 10 or a creative player. What Kudus Mohammed would do for the Blasters, that's what Richmond Lamptey also offers. So now the point is that everyone is saying that the Blasters lacks creativity, so if Richmond Lamptey goes, he will not get Sam to play. How can he play ahead of Mohammed Kudus? He cannot play ahead of Mohammed Kudus, and that is the fact. Do you get a point? So he will not get. He will be a substitute player, which is cool. Do you get it? And the thing is that I think it will be difficult for him to go. I would have loved it if he go, because he has shown consistency. You get it? Yes, he has shown consistent last season, the season before last season. He has been very consistent in the Kotoko team. Even when the Kotoko team is not playing well, you see that Richmond Lamptey is doing very, very well. And after the Super Clash, we all saw that Richmond Lamptey was doing very, very well. And that is the reason why people are asking that he should be part. Yes, he can be part. But I don't think Kotoko themselves can afford to lose him for 2 months when the league will be going on. And then also when he goes, will his services really be needed? I think it will be needed for maybe as a substitute and all of that. But then let's see how things go. The coach of the side has the final say, and we hope that things will go very, very well over there. Thank you very much for staying with us. Well, yet another fantastic update. Do also subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select all. I'll see you. Bye bye.